Hey everybody, in this video we're going to talk about graphing a rational function, constant over linear. So let's say we're given the function f of x equals negative 2 over x minus 3. Now before we go on to this problem, let's talk about the steps we're going to do for any rational function. You can refer back to this video for this list, but I suggest you take a screenshot or write these down, push pause and write these down, because we're going to be using them for the rest of the rational functions. So first step is going to be determine the y-intercept by evaluating f of x or f of 0. Determine the x-intercepts by finding the real solutions of whatever the function outputs are 0. Identify vertical asymptotes. Determine where the function has a horizontal asymptote or a slant asymptote and graph those. Determine where or if the function crosses the horizontal or slant asymptote. Test for symmetry. You'll know if f is an even function, it'll be symmetric around the y-axis. If f is an odd function, it'll be symmetric around the origin. Plot at least one point on the intervals defined by the x-intercepts, a vertical asymptote, and points where the function crosses a horizontal or slant asymptote, and then sketch the function based on the information. Okay, so let's go ahead and move back to our problem and talk about those steps. So step 1 was to find f of 0. That's going to be negative 2 over 0 minus 3, which is going to end up being 2/3. So we know we have a point at 0 and 2/3. So when x, we can go ahead and plot that. When x is 0, y is 2/3, which is about right there. Okay, now what was step 2? Step 2 was to find any x-intercepts, so let 0 be y, and then go ahead and solve for x. Now we can multiply both sides by x minus 3. This side is always going to end up still being 0 no matter what we multiply it by. So you can also just say set the top equal to 0, okay? And guess what? 0 is never going to equal 2, so there are none. There are no x-intercepts. 3 is identify vertical asymptotes. So that's where the denominator is not going to be equal 0, so that happens at x equals 3, right? So wherever the denominator does equal 0 is where our vertical asymptote is. So we're going to have a dashed line at x equals 3 like this. And then we need to find our horizontal asymptotes. Well, the degree of the top is 0. The degree of the bottom is 1. So n is less than m, which means we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. So we end up with this. Now it says to see if the function crosses the horizontal asymptote. Alright, and we do that by again letting 0 be y, because that's our equation for our horizontal asymptote, and then solving. We did this earlier and we got 0 equals negative 2, which doesn't happen, so it's not going to cross. Okay, no cross. Number 6, if we were to plug in f of negative x, that does not equal f of x and or a negative f of x. So there's no symmetry here. So number 7 says, let's just go ahead and plug in some points, and then we'll fill in the curve accordingly. And we want to plug in points on each side of our vertical asymptote. So if I plug in 1, f of 1 equals negative 2 over 1 minus 3, we end up getting a positive 1. So we have a point at 1, 1. So now I can see it's kind of going up. Let's check 2. When I plug in 2, f of 2 is negative 2 over 2 minus 3, which is a positive 2. So at 2, we're also at positive 2. Now, let's plug in some x values on the right-hand side of our asymptote. If I plug in 4, I get negative 2. And if I plug in 5, I get negative 1. So I end up going up, and this approaches 0, like this. And then on this side, as my x approaches 3 from the right-hand side, my y's are going to go down to negative infinity. I'm going to go up towards the y-intercept like that. There's graphing rational functions, one type.